Good evening, Tommy and Man City Fan TV, and welcome to TNT Live. I am here with the bucket hat on, and we are into the next round of the Euros. Honestly, I can't believe it. We were last week. We were having a bit of a laugh predicting the lineups and your teams of the tournament so far and stuff. And the majority of the players that are in those teams now are out. We are in the quarterfinals against Ukraine on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Um, and I'm here to do a preview. We're going to do a team lineup, and then we will do what shall we do? We'll do a score prediction too, and that's what we'll do tonight. And then we'll finish off with a little bit of a Q&A too. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's had a good week, a blessed week. It's important to have a nice weekend. I'm here to cheer you up because that's what I'm always here for. This is what the Thursday night Tom is about, the TNT show. As you can see, this is I've got a new top. This is the baller kit from last season. It was a massive sale at the Etihad on the online at City. 80 quid t-shirt, 80 quid shirt for 21 quid, absolute bargain. And it's a brilliant one. It's nice. It's the City top, like City badge, Puma, it's sky blue, and then it's a black baller baller badging across the front. It's a very, very nice kit, I must say. But yeah, it's a good kit. So yeah, I'll get into a few of those, see what some of your comments are saying, and then we will start picking our lineup for Saturday night. So we've got FIFA on, FIFA M sub to then developer is saying yo. Sean's saying hi, hope you well, mate. Don't know why I can see Ukraine with W incoming up, not. Lankow 456 is saying Viva Zinchenko up the Ukraine. Charlie is on. Evening, Tom. Hope you're good, mate. Likewise, Charlie, mate. Hope you are well. Sean Fogarty's on saying we have a great chance now that France are gone and Portugal. Exactly, mate. They were the two favourites. You have to look in the grand scheme of things. They were the favourites of the whole competition. So it's not ours to lose. I wouldn't say that because every team's in the competition still for a reason. They've won their game, and anybody can progress, but on the teams on paper, why can't we go to the final and why can't we win it? It's there. It's ours to lose in a way, but everybody's got a chance. Ukraine 2-1 in my opinion, but I hope England prove me wrong. I hope we prove you wrong too. Man City fancies Zinchenko to score as he will know Walker and Sterling tricks. Yeah, true. John Grogan. Evening, Tom. Evening, John. Hope you're well, my friend. Tyrone Douglas says, sup, Tom. Sup. Good evening. Belgium, Italy, or Spain would be tough still. Yeah, it would. It would. Denmark are tough as well. Denmark should win for Ericsson. Yeah, exactly. We'll see what happens. But yeah, tonight, what we shall do is obviously a predicted lineup for the England game. These, like I say in the beginning, we never really get to the hour mark now anymore. It's usually half an hour to 40 minutes, especially with the lack of people that watch live now and stuff like that. A lot of people watch it in when they have time and stuff like that. So we will obviously do as well as we can and as quickly as we can to get this content out, and obviously good content. So yeah, we'll start with the goalkeeper. Obviously, I think it's pretty obvious. Get your goalkeeper predictions into the comments. I obviously think it's going to be Jordan Pickford personally. I don't know if any of you disagree, but put who you think is going to be in goal against Ukraine on Saturday night in the comments, please. And then we will obviously stick the person that you think in because that's what we want. So let's have a look. I thought Pickford played pretty well on was it Tuesday night? Yeah, Tuesday night. I thought he played pretty well. You have to look in the grand scheme of things. He got a lot of criticism before the England game. Obviously, after a poor season at Everton, it was one of them. It was one of them. You have to feel there's feel sorry for the other keepers that Pickford's done so well. But there is a few different people saying it's different here. So we've got FIFA M sub developer. He's saying Johnston. We've got Sean saying Pickford. And there's obviously he's just following up his point saying give Johnston a chance. I could possibly see that, to be fair. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see what happens, to be honest. I personally believe Pickford will probably be in, but we've also got a few more bringing their comments in. Now, Lancow's 456 is saying Pickford's always good for England, to be fair. Yeah, he is. Um, Pickford, Johnston, and Henderson all get COVID, and Scott Carson gets called up, said David Walsh. Yeah, imagine. Man City fan says Pickford has been great. Keep him on. I agree. John Grogan says Pickford has been fantastic. Yeah, I agree. That save against from Havertz's volley in the Germany game was absolutely unreal. So impressive from him. I mean, the reactions to get that is just unreal. So our GK is Jordan Pickford. So we're keeping him in. We're keeping him in. I personally believe, right, if we're going to defence, I do believe that he's going to keep the same formation as he did against Germany and just go all out against them, to be honest. So we'll go with that. We'll go as if, because we could choose all sorts of formations. So we will go as if they were playing the formation against Germany. So we've got the goalkeeper, the three defenders, then you've got your wing backs, your two in midfield, and then you three just in front of that. Which is the three fight. He was sort of doing a three. It was more of a 5-2-3-1 it sort of thing. But yeah, if we're gonna go for a back three, who are your back three? So I'll go with mine. Just put your back three and don't put individual defenders. Just do your back three. So I personally think it'll be Maguire, Mings, and Stones. I think that'll be your three on Saturday night. I think it'll be Maguire, Mings, and Stones. We've got Lankow. He's saying Walker, Stones, Maguire. So he's going obviously the same partnership as the other night, which I thought played really well. I thought they all played really well, but I can just see him going for three proper defenders. Even though Walker's so impacted, he's the impact he brings to that back three is just it's so impressive because the pace that he has, the defensive mind. He's not. He could play centre back easily, and it could be something we look at as a team. Man City fan says play 4-3-3. Walker, Snows, Maguire, Shaw. Okay. If you want to play 4-3-3, we will do that. We'll go from what the fans say. So obviously, like I've gone Walker, Stones, Maguire. I'm presuming he'd put Luke Shaw in there. To be fair, they've got Maguire, Stones, and Walker. So we'll change it. We'll go 4-3-3 then. We'll change it up a little bit. It's a little bit easier to do, to be fair. So we'll change it up. I think Luke Shaw, Mings, Stones. I know Mings. I think Mings will get a run out first, and Maguire, and then Walker. I don't think Stonesy will get a look in if we're going to go for a 4. I think Mings might get a shot, even though Stones was absolutely quality the other night. I think it's all about rest and rotation, and making sure the injuries are, crushed away, and they're not going to get any injuries. That's what you're looking at in a grand scheme of things. Excuse me. Stonesy's played some vital minutes for the England squad, and I think he does deserve a little bit of a rest. Probably come on in the second half, I can see it, but I think Mings might just get the start. I do believe that. But Sean's saying Kyle Walker, Harry Maguire, and Stones back 3. There you go. So there's a lot of people with a pattern there. Everybody's really including Stones, Maguire, and Walker. And you know what? If it's 4 at the back, Shaw and Walker, but if it's wing backs, Chilwell and James, that's what I was thinking. That's why I think he might go for the back 5, with the wing backs, because I reckon Chilwell and James might get a look in, change it up a little bit because, obviously Chilwell was in the isolation and James, and Reece James, he played that Scotland game, but apart from that, he's done nothing, has he? Realistically. We've got Blue Moon here just saying Maguire, Shaw, Mings and Stones. That's interesting. Then we've got Man City fans saying we need to go 4-3-3, not 5-3-2, 5-2-3. We need to attack them as well as defend most of the time on the counter. Exactly. I think the Blue Moon had meant to put Shaw there and Mings. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what he or she meant by that. Maybe. But yeah, I can maybe so. Maybe he'll play Stones there. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna put in what I personally think. So yeah, play 3-5-2. So we will do. We will play 3-5-2. So what we'll do is Stone. We'll have Maguire, Mings. That's what I think. We'll just put what you think, and I'll put what I think. I don't know whether to put Stonesy in or not. Let's put Stonesy in instead of Walks because I don't think he'll play. There you go. So your back three is Maguire, Mings, Stones. Um, then the wing backs is obviously a debatable thing. I think we had someone go Chilwell and James. It could be Trippier and Luke Shaw again. Or what Kyle Walker could play as the wing back with Luke Shaw, or maybe it could be Walker and Chilwell. What do you guys think? Who do you think the wing backs are going to be in this formation? I think it's going to be Reece James, and I think it's going to be Ben Chilwell. I think they will probably get a run out. Obviously, James obviously had that little bit of an appearance against Scotland, but didn't really do much. And obviously, Ben Chilwell had to self isolate because he was in contact with. I was going to say Happy Gilmore then, but it's Billy Gilmore. Obviously, a Chelsea colleague of his. It was Mason Mount and him who obviously had to self isolate. So obviously, we haven't seen much of Mason Mount either. But do we need them? That's the big question. Do you change your squad after such a, you know, a charismatic win like they did against Germany? Do you need to do that? It's important to maybe not change it up. We've got FIFA. I'm just going to call you FIFA, so I don't have to read all that out. FIFA.m is saying Shaw Walker. I'm sure he will start. There you go. Nice one there. That was a good joke. Blue Moon's laughing at me saying Happy Gilmore. Yeah, I don't know why I was going to say Happy Gilmore. I meant to say Billy Gilmore, to be fair. Too much golf. And I watched it with Faye the other day, to be fair. So, that as well. Sean Fogarty is saying Shaw and Ben Chilwell. There you go. Shaw and Ben Chilwell. That could be another option there. It's all about opinions, guys. You know how it is. It is all about opinions. But if we look at it on the grand scheme of things, yeah, everybody's laughing at me saying Happy Gilmore. Does he go pace or does he go defensive against this Ukrainian side? That's another thing that we'd have to put in perspective, I don't think Luke Shaw, personally, as much as I think it might be Chilwell and James, I don't think Luke Shaw is going to lose his place because I think he's been absolutely solid. But I think it will be James. I really do think Reece James was going to get a... Oh, yeah, just call me FIFA. Yeah, I will do, mate. I will do. Just call you FIFA. I think it'll be Luke Shaw and Reece James as your wing backs. I do believe, we might see a little bit of Reece James a little bit more now. Who knows? It'd be exciting to see him because he's a good player. There's no denying that he's a really, really good player. But we'll have to look in the bigger picture. Who do we bring in? Who do we not? Do we need him to do a few minutes? Yeah, we do because there's a lot of players who have played a lot of consistent performances, and it's his time to prove. Does he get the choice in the latter stages? Because if we win, obviously Saturday, the semi-finals are next week, and then it's the finals. Who knows? All in the space of a week, the team that played against Germany could be changed by performances. So players will be wanting to prove that they want to play, and but I don't think he should change it too much because that could be the thing that bites us on the backside. But yeah, so you got the wing backs there. Then you got your two in midfield. Now, I personally think there's nobody else getting picked other than Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice. You just have to look at the performance on Tuesday night and the games over the past few weeks. They've just been absolutely solid. Whilst I'm obviously explaining why, get who you think will be your two midfielders there. Just, holding there. You could just obviously Jordan Henderson who could stick in there. There's a few you could stick in there. You could even stick, Ben Chilwell in there because he has played a CDM role a little bit for Chelsea too. But I think the Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips personally have been absolutely solid, and and at times a lifeline for our team. You know, you have to look at they've got us out of situations sometimes. You know, the defensive side. You know, Calvin Phillips got the assist for the first goal against obviously the Croatians, and a lot of people were criticising the fact that Calvin Phillips was picked. You know, in front of in in front of other people like Grealish and all them players. But I must say, he's been by far, other than Raz with his scoring, probably one of the best players of the tournament. He's been absolutely solid, Calvin Phillips, and Leeds fans have got a great man. They've got a great man. Could he go somewhere else? Possibly so, but will he go somewhere else? It's like Foden, that's his home club, and there's a lot of success that could possibly come with being at Leeds, Bielsa's doing a good job there. Let's see what happens. In my opinion, the entire team should be Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Bellingham, Phillips, Grealish, Sterling, Kane, and Saka. Strong squad. It could possibly be that. My dad's on. Agreed, Tom. Phillips and Rice. PS. Stop bloody yawning. I'm sorry. It's a tiring week at work. We're on Thursday now. Full days in a row. 3 in a row now for me. Well, 4 really. 4, yeah. And then, so busy days. But yeah, I will try and stop yawning. I'll just give a slap up face, guys. But yeah, I think we could all agree that it will probably be Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips in that role. There you go. In front of that, obviously, we had the brilliant partnership of Saka, Sterling, and Kane the other night. I thought Saka was really, really impressive. You have to look at, he's come in, he's a young lad, and he's done a really, really good job, I must say. He's done a really, really good job. Tyron Douglas is going Rice, so he thinks he's going to be in that midfield role. And then you have to look at, others. You got Grealish. I think he should start. There's no other option. I think there's going to be a little bit of a change up. Not going to lie. I don't think Saka will start this game. I think it will be Grealish. I think he'll get his chance. Personally, he should have started the other night, but Southgate knew what he was doing, didn't he? He knew what he was doing. And this leads me on nicely to what I personally think the front three is going to be. If we are going 5-2-3, then the front three should be Grealish, Kane, and Sterling. That is who I was going for. So I personally think Grealish, Kane, Sterling is going to be our front three, because Grealish has brought something to the table over the past few weeks, or past few games, especially the last 2. He obviously got the assist for the Czech Republic game for Sterling, and then he obviously assisted. He crossed the ball in for Kano as well. Or was it Luke Shaw that he crossed it in for? I can't remember now, but he did get an assist, and the impact he brings, maybe he comes on as a sub again. And that's how Gareth Southgate likes to play it, because, we look so much better. Maybe he believes he's a wasted player from the beginning, In the beginning, there's so much hype and, pressure, within the game, that he believes as soon as it's died down and the dying embers of the game, the last 20 minutes, the last 25 minutes, is when he obviously brings him on. And it has worked, but it worked in the beginning of the game when Grealish capitalised against the Czech Republicans, the Czechs, and we'll see. We'll see what happens anyway. But I do personally see us doing a pretty good job. Sterling Kane Grealish says, Sean, I hope Mr. Corrie's on. Hello, Tom. Do I have to watch England? Fell asleep watching the game on Tuesday. Are you honestly, Ryan, you must be the only person to fall asleep at that game on Tuesday. It was one of the most exciting games in that second half. The first half, fair enough, but goosebumps when we scored those 2 goals, mate, honestly. There's a reason I wear this hat. I wore it to work the next day, honestly. There's a reason I wear this hat, and it's because I think I will be wearing it to work on Saturday. I'll be working in the morning at the golf club and then off to my other job, and I'll be wearing it all day because I believe in the boys. I believe in the boys. I really do. I really do believe in the lads because they've shown passion. They have shown lots of passion over the past few weeks. They got a lot of criticism after that Scotland draw, but they've proved a lot of people wrong the other night because to go and beat Germany 2-0 no matter what is very, very impressive. It is impressive. It is really impressive. I was half asleep for Sterling goal and asleep for a couple of minutes later. It was dire viewing. I loved it. I'm yawning. Bloody hell. I'm yawning at you, Ryan, mate. Bloody hell. I'm yawning at you. Tiring me out, man. How could you have found that boring, honestly? Only anybody who wasn't watching that game was a donut. If you liked football and you didn't watch it, I'm not saying you're a donut, Ryan, because you were asleep, but you were watching it. But anybody who wasn't watching it, honestly, it was one of those games where it was a massive game for the country. It really was, and they proved everybody right. And I think it was 60,000 or whatever it was, 40,000 fans in Wembley the other night. You could tell the massive difference that made. The celebrations at full time, Sweet Caroline getting sung out, and everybody's so passionate about the support and everything was just absolutely brilliant to see. Fans finally back in supporting the nation and the players giving them a guard of honor, the lap of honor at the end, clapping them, thank you for the support. It's a journey, and you look at it. We've got Ukraine to play on Saturday. Then if we beat them, we've got either Czech Republic again or Denmark. And then in the final, you've got whoever you get from the other side. In the space of a week, we could be in the final and we could be preparing. This time next week, when I'm doing this show, we could be in the final of the Euros at Wembley on the Sunday, 8:00 kickoff. And it's another goosebump moment. It would be. The most entertaining thing was the 10 minutes of England songs I listened to before the game. Fair enough. It's coming home. I'm trying to think. Give us your playlist, Ryan. Give us your playlist. This could be the playlist for others. Give us your playlist in the comments. The names of the songs you listen to in your pre-match England songs list. If they don't get to the final now, it's a bit embarrassing. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, give us your playlist. I'm presuming obviously the Three Lions song, maybe Whole Again because of the Southgate song. Maybe the national anthem, Knowing You. What's that the John Barnes song, World in Motion. You've got to hold it again and do it at the right time. You can't be slow or fast. Yeah, you must get to the line. Honestly, what a song. There we go. I just put 3 lines on World in Motion and Vindaloo. There you go. Not England songs. I could sing you the whole John Barnes rap, but I don't want to get done for copyright because we don't want that. So that's why I only sung you that part. I know it all off by heart. Absolutely brilliant song. It is a brilliant song, World in Motion. Honestly, to the point I haven't listened to it today, and I usually do. So I'll have to get it on after I've been on here with you guys and start rapping the John Barnes rap because it's the best part of the song, isn't it? You know how it is, eh? You know how it is. Imagine that Euros karaoke. We got a song from every single country that was in the Euros and did a karaoke on it. The copyright would be absolutely massive on that, but the content and the views that we'd probably get would be absolutely spectacular. But less of that. But yeah, so that is the lineup that we've gone with. I think we've done a really, really good job so far. I think everybody's put their opinions in on who they think. Score predictions, guys. Get your score predictions in. I personally believe it'll be another 2-0. But I think it'll be in the first half that we get it done this time. I believe they'll want to try and go at Ukraine as much as they can, but don't be not threatened by Ukraine. They've got some good players. Zinchenko's running that side very well, and you have to remember, the passion and the grit and determination to obviously get that last minute winner the other night. FIFA's going against us. He's going Ukraine 2-1. Get your score predictions in, guys, because What do you think England versus Ukraine? For anybody who's just joined us, the score is going to be on Saturday night. I think 2-0. FIFA thinks 2-1 to Ukraine. Ryan's thinking about horrible histories. Give us your scoreline, Ryan, please. Man City fan, you're down there too, still commenting. Give us your scoreline. What do you think the England versus Ukraine score is going to be? Sean's got his in. He thinks 2-0 England, late goals, Sterling and Kane. Sort of similar to me, Sean, but I think they'll get it done in first half tonight on Saturday night. I really do. Any more for any more? Here we go. Ryan with his one. He's going 0-0 with everyone missing their penalties till Pickford scores. There you go. Very boring. Fair enough, Ryan. As long as we get through, mate, that's all I'm bothered about. I couldn't care less. Blue Moon's gone 3-1, so, obviously the Ukrainians scoring there, but obviously 3 goals to make it comfortable. Still that 2-goal gap, like me and a few others. Ryan, I am a horrible histories fan. Haven't watched the film. Did you? There you go. Dudley Lewis is here. He's saying 2-0 England. Hopefully that is 2-0 England, Dudley. Please confirm. I'm hoping you're right. Hey up, my dad's going. There you go. City Chippy. He's going 4-0. Wow, there you go. 4-0. It's a big one, that is. And Man City fan is saying 1-0. Sterling scores again. I do believe Sterling will probably score, to be honest, guys. I must say, I can see him netting a goal again. He's been the saviour at the moment, that man. So good on him. Good on him for what he's doing over there. And there you go. That sort of rounds up the preview. There you go. Dudley's saying, there you go. I never thought about horrible histories. Before I leave you, is there any questions? We'll try and do a little bit of a Q&A. Let me know. I've got something else to show you at the end too. Just an update on the Euro Fantasy Football League table. I have got a picture. Andy has put it on. But any questions whilst I find the image? If not, well, no. Get your questions in as I talk about the Fantasy Football League if you have got any questions. And if not, I'll go after the Fantasy Football questions. So Fantasy Football League. So here you go. This is the result. Well, this is the score. Scores on the doors from the past few days. I think this was taken this afternoon. And we've got Charlie Everett at the top with 206, leading the way. We've got Blue Fusion Mingyi Wong, also known as it, with 172 points. We've got Charlie Boy 11, which is Ross Evans, 155 points. When we've got Lewis Yates, Euro 2020 11. He is got 153. We've got Beavers Ballers, which is Ronnie Beaver, 152. Pathetico Madrid, 144, which is Will Turner. We've got Flat Cap Hudson, which is me, in 7th, 142 points. We've got I don't know what the rest of that name is from Nick Johnson, but he's got 142. We've got Ralph Turner. He's got 140. We've got Easy Dubs. We've got which is Joe Edwards. He's got 136. Hungry Blue, which is John. He has got 136. We've got Frightful Foden, Joe Edwards, and then we've got COVID's under 19s, exactly. And I think Andy's under there, but you can't see it because of the banner. So I shall just take the banner off for a second if I find it, like that. And there you can see mcfcfantv, which is Andy with 90 points. There you go. So I'll put that back on. And now I shall get rid of that because that's been shown. And I shall pop back over here to see. Here we go. What's the best Horrible History song, Tom? The introduction. Terrible Tudors. I can't remember the rest of it, but I just know it starts with Terrible Tudors. Ryan, I watched them all, but won't remember them. Did you watch Horrible History's game show with that mouse? Yes, I did watch that. Ryan Corey, that stupid deaf song is funny. You sound like you're from Yorkshire, says FIFA. I certainly am, mate. I certainly am from Yorkshire. I am. I am indeed from Yorkshire, mate. But yeah, have you got any questions? And if not, I shall wrap it up there because, like I say, these Euro ones don't go on as much as we usually do because when we have the proper City ones, we have the player ratings and we can talk about the next game and stuff like that. Whereas these ones, we rarely get over 30 minutes now. Or 40 minutes, So if nobody else has got any questions, I shall wrap it up there. We'll finish on this one. Yorkshire puddings or pancakes? Pancakes every time. Faye won't agree with me. She'll want Yorkshire puddings because she doesn't like pancakes because she's weird. But yeah, there you go. Pancakes every time. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. And if you're new around here, click subscribe. And then obviously turn on those bell notifications. Turn on the bell notification too, so you're notified from when we are live. That is obviously very important. Good effort, Tom. Well done, mate. Cheers, Dad. Appreciate that, mate. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Let's get the win hopefully on Saturday night, sorry, and we can hopefully get closer to bringing it home. 3 lines on a shirt. Up the boys. Hashtag let's have it. As always, up the Blues and up the Lions at the moment. Take care, guys. Look after yourselves.